Have you ever felt the pumping heart of someone? Try to capture the sense. It's the same as yours. Have you ever tried to listen to a stranger's pain? Try to capture the sound. It's the same as yours. And everything is love. And everything is love. Have you ever seen the babies breathing? Try to capture it. It's the same as yours. Have you ever found the spark in somebody's eyes? Take a look at it. It's the same as yours. And everything is love. And everything is love.
We are here. So,
Yay!
hi. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I'm in Canada right now. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm in the UK, not in Canada. Yeah,
Okay, so it's pretty late
um,
for you. What time is it for you?
I'm right this precise moment. It's 7:01 p.m.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah,
Cool.
it's
Thank you for
so
having me.
you're very welcome. So it's 2 p.m. for you?
Yeah, it's 2 p.m. here. I'm in Montreal.
I'm getting used to the time difference thing. Getting there
Yeah.
slowly but surely.
Sometimes it's like, oh my God, what time is it in this country?
That is it. Thank God for my good friend Google. He
Yeah,
tell me everything, whatever I need to
totally.
know. Yeah, that's
Totally.
free promo for Google right there. But so let's before we keep chatting away, um, let's come back to let's start by getting you to introduce yourself, please. Your name, what do you do?
Okay. So my name is Emy Taliana. I'm French, and I'm a singer-songwriter and a music producer, and I just released my new album called Everything is Love. And I also worked recently on scoring a movie, a Christmas movie. So this is what I'm doing right now. I'm talking about all of that.
Oh, okay, that's exciting because
Yeah.
the Christmas bit I don't know, I didn't know about that yet. So let's just keep that to the side. We're definitely coming back to that. Let's
Cool.
let's um let's start with obviously there's the track that I have that I first heard by Go Find Yourself by you know what is the inspiration behind that track? You have a very soulful voice, by the way.
Wow. Thank you
I'll put
so
that out there.
much. Wow, that's so kind of you to say. Thank you. So the song that you're talking about is Sometimes I Miss Her?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's it.
This song is very important for me for different reasons, as you can imagine. The first reason was healing through music, healing my broken heart through music, and I really needed to write what I was feeling and to allow myself to miss my ex-partner. And the second important thing for me is that it was the first time I was writing a song with the she pronoun. So it was a way for me to tell my community that I'm gay, and it was very healing for me. And I heard afterward that it was also healing for them to kind of have some kind of a representation of a queer couple in a song. So it was very, very important for me to finally be myself, truly be myself, because when I write, if I'm writing a love song or if I'm talking about someone that I love or that I used to love, it's a woman. So it was very important for me to talk about that and to be fully myself for once. And the journey began with that, and I felt very supported and very safe and loved. And I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't. I don't want to believe that I was preparing myself to receive hate or something like that, but I was very surprised by the wave of love and support. So it was pretty huge and beautiful.
That is great, and I'm glad that people received it that way, really.
Hmm.
Um, because especially in this century where we are, yeah, it's the same. There's always that battle of your difference, and because you're that, you know,
Exactly. Yeah.
everybody. It, the the funny thing is that the only thing that unites us, that we all go through, is that we're all being discriminated against over something. So somebody
Hmm.
is discriminated over somebody because they're tall, or they're short, or they're fat, or they're skinny, or their sexual
Hmm.
preference, or their race. There's
Yeah.
always something, you know,
Absolutely. Yeah.
and it's relieving to actually hear, artists, like, for us common folks, right? We look at you artists like you're right off there, and nothing breaks you. You know,
Hmm.
you're at the top of the food chain. Nothing can
Hmm.
touch you. That you actually go through the same emotion that, yeah, us common people go through. The
Yeah.
same discrimination. So which it's really good to be able to hear an artist deliver that. And as you said, people took it on board because it's relatable.
Yeah, totally. Thank you for saying that. And I think it's so true. And I think the answer is compassion. And I think the answer is love always. And just try to see from different perspectives and to listen and to make people feel heard and seen. And yeah, you're totally right. Mm,
Absolutely. What we're trying to, what we think, oh yeah, unity through music, because we can all unite through that. Like, through
absolutely.
tunes, you don't, before you find out actually who sings it, you will have already made your mind whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
You have to
absolutely.
go and research about, who they are, find out. And by the time you even find out if they're short, tall, or green in color,
Hmm.
you already fell for that music. You already love it. You get rid of everything else becomes irrelevant.
Absolutely. This is the power of music, I think. This is why it's so healing. And art in general, I think this is the power of art. It's just to heal yourself and to heal people with um, get rid of your belief system and the conditioning of, as you said, the religion, the sexual preference, or the color of your skin, or anything like that. It's just music is the answer, and art is the answer to just be who you are and connect with people. It's only
Uh,
about connection, I think.
Absolutely, that is so true. And you talk about art, you talk about music, you talk about the drama.
Hmm.
What got you into music? Why did you
Um,
think I want to do music? I know you touched on it about giving you an escape route,
hmm.
but this would be because obviously you didn't won't just start music for that time. You've been doing it for a while. So how did you get conditioned to doing music, kind of thing?
Mm, I think it was always in me, even when I was a little girl. I was so drawn to music. I remember seeing a picture of myself. I was like 4 years old with a big guitar in my hands. So I think it was always in me, in my soul, and it was part of my path. And I started to sing very early, and I could, for me, it was the most healthy way to express myself and to express my my love, my anger, my lack of compassion sometimes, or it was always in me. So I don't know exactly if I can find a moment when I was like, I'm gonna make music. I think it was very natural for me to do that. And I was very lucky because when I told my parents that I wanted to do that as my life, as my job, they were like, let's try, go for it. If it's your light, if it's the light inside of you, let's try something. So I know that I was very lucky. Um, I For me, it's the best expression to just dive into what's in your soul and what can create a connection with other human beings. For me, it's always about connection and always about opening hearts, opening my hearts to hopefully open also your hearts through music, you know?
That's a great answer. I love the way you went around it and brought it up. That's
Cool, you're so sweet. Thank you.
so let's going through the whole art thing. I'm gonna bring this thing that we said we're gonna put on the back burner. I'm gonna bring it back to the project, to the table. I've had the whole Christmas stuff. Tell
Yeah.
us all about it.
Right, this is exciting. I've been working on the music, scoring the music for a movie called Christmas at the Ranch. It's a queer Christmas movie, and I got involved thanks to my dear sweet soul friend um, on this project to score the music with another music producer called Everett. We worked on scoring the music, and I also worked on songs that you can hear, because in the movie you can hear instrumental music during the whole movie, and you can sometimes hear real songs, singing songs. I also worked on that with a few people, but mostly with Dom PC, who is also on my album, who works with me. So it was such an incredible experience because it's one of my biggest dreams. When I was a little girl, I was watching TV shows and Disney movies, and I was listening to the music, and I was like telling my mom, one day I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make music for movies. So here I am.
Tick that box. That is a big dream,
Yeah,
and to make for a whole movie, it's not easy releasing a track or an album
yeah,
or
yeah.
creating music for a whole movie. Wow,
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
really
and thank God I did it with another music producer because it was the first time for me, and I need to learn a lot, and I still need to learn a lot. But he was just so kind, and he was so willing to teach me how to do that, and to help me become um, like a music producer in scoring movies, because I'm already a music producer, but not in scoring movies. And Everett was just incredibly kind, and he was such a lovely teacher. So I got to learn everything from him, and it gave me so much energy and also gratitude, because as a first experience, sometimes your first experiences are not the most exciting ones, and this one was just perfect and beautiful because I feel like I learned and grew a lot through this experience, and I really hope I'm gonna be able to do that more because it's so magical to be able to put music on a movie because I don't know if you feel that way, but the music is like a real character in the movie. If you don't have music in a movie, it's absolutely not the same thing, and sometimes it's so boring without music. So it's such an incredible experience. Thank you for asking me about that. That's very cool.
That is amazing. I think that, well, you've left it there, so I might as well ask you, where are we going to find out about all of this? Where can we find out about the intro, hear more about, you know, I'm sure just like myself, now curious to find out. You have a lot of projects. Where
hmm
are the go-to places to make sure we don't miss anything?
So to make sure you don't miss it, you can find my album on every platforms, so Spotify and Apple Music, iTunes, and everything. So you can find me here. You can find my music. You can find me also on Instagram and Twitter. I'm very present on Instagram and Twitter. And for the movie, the producer, the music, no, not the music, the production of the movie is called Tello Films. And you just, like, as you were saying, on Google, Christmas at the Ranch, and you will find the movie
Okay.
very easily. So yeah,
When is it out?
it's been out since December 1st, so it's already out,
Mm,
especially for Christmas.
Want to watch tonight? Awesome.
Yay! Let me know, what do you think?
That's perfect. We're gonna check that out. Um, okay, well, let's come back to music, you know.
Yeah, yes, please.
Um, so you've been obviously doing music a while, and you've done loads of different tracks.
hmm
Probably a very hard question for an artist, but what is your favorite and why?
Oh my God. My favorite song from this album, from Everything Is Love, you mean?
Mm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, from everything you've ever made.
hmm Um, it's a very hard question. You're right. Because I love all the songs, obviously, because I have tenderness for all of my songs because there's a story behind every single one of them. But I would go to answer to your question, I would go with the song Everything Is Love. That's why I called this album Everything Is Love. Um, in terms of creativity, in my creative process, this song um, was made very quickly. I was like just receiving from I don't know who or where, but I was just receiving something, and it was made of light, and it was very clear in my mind that we are all doing our best, and in the end we are all unique and we are all the same at the same time. We are all human beings doing their best to just be okay and be happy and connect with other people. And it was very I don't find a word in English, but I don't have it in French either, so anyway.
No,
uh,
that is it. That I
yeah.
think they call it in French. That's certain je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi, exactly. So yeah, it was very intense when I wrote this song. It was very quick, and at the same time, it was very pure. Everything is love, and I love this message. I love I love singing this song, and I love spreading that message, because even if sometimes it's very hard, sometimes life can be very dark and tough. I think in the end, everything is love, and if you keep that in your heart, um, hopefully it's gonna be okay.
Oh, that's a great answer, you know,
Cool.
and you know, it's kind of maybe like a set of question really,
Mm.
because you know, I want to hear it now, don't I? You know,
Cool. Go listen to it.
so definitely, do you mind doing us a little take on it, or any actually over song? Just
Do you want me to
just
play a song? That's why you're okay. Do
that
you
would be
want
perfect.
what song do you want me to play?
The stage is all yours.
Ooh, I love when you say that. Okay, maybe I could play do you want one song or two songs?
Ooh,
A little bit
okay.
of both, maybe a little bit
Yeah,
of both. So
sounds
maybe
perfect.
maybe I could play a little bit of Sometimes I Miss Her because this is the song you discovered. Um, and maybe I could play a little tiny bit of Everything is Love because I just talked about it, if it's okay for you.
That is perfect.
Okay, because I have a piano with me and a guitar, so.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna play just a little bit of Sometimes I Miss Her. Can you hear the piano?
Yes.
Sometimes I miss her, the way she can make me feel so special. Sometimes I miss her. She could smile every time she looked at me. Sometimes I miss her. Some days her skin is still haunting. Sometimes I miss her. I had to fight myself, I had to find myself, and I had to tell her to go. I had to trust myself, I had to love myself, to ask her to go.
Wow. That is awesome.
Cool. I'm so glad you like it. Okay, I'm gonna play a little tiny bit of Everything is Love since you know the story of this song now. Okay. I'm gonna play just the verse and the chorus, and then we're good. I'm so happy to play for you.
Woo! Yeah, listening intently, you know,
Yeah,
listening
I see that, and it makes me so happy. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Okay. Have you ever felt the pumping heart of someone? Try to capture the sense. It's the same as yours. Have you ever tried to listen to a stranger's pain? Try to capture the sound. It's the same as yours. And everything is love. And everything is love. Have you ever seen the baby's breathing? Try to capture it. It's the same as yours. Have you ever found the spark in somebody's eyes? Take a look at it. It's the same as yours, and everything is love, and everything is love.
Wow.
Cool. Thank you.
That's really, really good.
So now you
That's
heard it.
so much. Can't wait to go and listen to the full version of it. But
Yeah.
wow, that is an amazing track. Now I
Thank you
see
so
why.
much.
See why that is on your top.
Yeah, you see why I chose this one. Yeah, I have so much tenderness for this song. Thank you for
Absolutely, and
listening.
so thank you for performing it. And the message, it, you can never hear it enough. So we say
Mm,
day in, day out, but we just need to hear it more. It's
mm,
all about love. You know,
absolutely.
like showing love to somebody else, showing kindness to somebody else because you're the same thing. You just never know
Exactly.
where, if it's not, so you don't give to receive, but actually life
Absolutely.
in own is designed in a way that if you give one way or another, something is going to come back to you. You do
Mm-hmm.
good to somebody, that good is going to come back to you. In
Absolutely.
it could be, like somebody is hungry, you give them food. You're
Mm-hmm.
not hungry, you've got all the money in the world. So
Mm-hmm.
actually, somebody giving you food is pointless. But you might
Mm-hmm.
decide someday and a stranger is just walking past and just say hello and smile at you and brightens your day. And that could just be it. And that's all you needed.
Exactly. Yeah,
So,
totally. Kindness
um,
changes everything.
so yeah, no, love definitely changes everything.
Love.
And
Yeah,
that's all we definitely need. So thank you so much
absolutely.
for
Thank
performing
you
that.
so much. Thank you.
So let's just go away from music a little bit.
Okay.
Now,
Tell me.
when you're not doing music,
Hmm.
um, writing music or starring in or doing, well, still music for the Christmas, uh, uh, or watching it. Obviously, you need to watch it back.
Hmm.
What do you do with your spare time?
Um, a lot of things actually, because I'm very passionate about so many things. Um, but I would say that what gives me life is my spiritual life. I practice a lot of meditation and breath work and I try to learn a lot about myself and others, and I do a lot of healing sessions with different healers because this is really much my jam. So this is something I do every day, and I also enjoy a lot being in nature. It helps me to ground myself and to feel more peaceful and to work with my anxiety because as many human beings, I struggle with anxiety, and nature is the best healer for me. So, yeah, I think I mostly do that. I spend time in nature and I meditate.
That, that is amazing, really, because that's how it gives you time to get away from it all, spend time with
Hmm.
yourself and retune kind of thing. And as
Hmm.
you said, nature, that it's the beauty of it. It's free, it's
Yeah,
out there. It,
exactly.
you just need to give your time, self some time to experience it. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
about
This
what's
is the
going on
right
around.
word, experience it. Do you like nature as well?
No, yeah, well, this is what
Yeah.
I do. Go on into the woods, go for a long
Oh,
walk, get
I love
lost,
that.
and
Yeah.
it's those little things, the little. even trampling on like leaves or little
Mm,
birds.
yeah.
If you're fortunate to be by a stream, it's all
Mm-hmm.
those natural beauties of life. Just the sound of
Mm-hmm.
water rushing up against the rocks. Guys,
Absolutely. Oh my God, the way you speak about it, I relate to that so much. I see that you love nature so much. It makes me so happy.
and it's free, there's nothing
Mm-hmm.
stopping you. And regardless of where you are, I live in the countryside,
Mm-hmm.
in Tunbridge Wells in Kent, and there's a lot of walks, a lot of trees. It's very green area, which is unfortunate that way. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you just think, okay, well, I'm just going to explore and go by the sea and go and
Mm-hmm.
explore what the ocean and have a look at all that, just the ripples. All of these are free. You don't have to pay anything for it.
Yeah,
But a lot of the
absolutely.
time we neglect it because, again, I suppose because it's free. If you have to pay for it,
Yeah, absolutely. And the fact that you can find something to nourish your soul, something free to nourish your soul,
mm,
is just the best gift ever, right?
that's the best gift
Hmm.
of life,
Yeah,
absolutely.
totally.
What we already have in within our grasps.
Hmm.
So let's not going to talk about the movie.
Okay,
Well, gonna talk a little bit Christmassy.
cool. I love
I
that.
have so I have this tree that I've been decorating,
Okay.
and there different artists have chosen different ornaments on this tree.
Hmm.
It's almost full, but there's
Wow.
definitely more time. There's more room. There's definitely more room for you. On this tree, you know, okay, I'm going to have to remove the star
Okay.
because you can't be that. But you can be any of our ornaments, be anything in your imagination that can just hook on that tree that represents you.
Wow,
What would
I
that
love this question. Ooh. Um, I think I would go.
be? You need to give us the reason why you chose
Mm,
that as well.
yeah, absolutely. Um, I think I would go. I wanted to answer a butterfly because it's a very big. Um, I have a really strong connection to butterflies, but my first intuitive answer was a feather.
Mm,
So I'm gonna say what my intuition told me to say. I'm gonna go with a feather. Um, I think it represents um, my softness, and also it can be something you can write with it. And I write every day. I write songs, but I also journal and everything. So it represents me in that way as well. And also, I love the fact that it's something that can go with the flow, with the wind. And this is something I'm learning right now. I do my best to learn how to go with the flow and not try to control everything and to struggle if I can't control the outcome or my expectations and everything. So I really love the fact that it's something that can go with the flow easily. So yeah, I would go with that. I love this question. It's so cool.
Thank you. And that's a really good answer. No, not had ever before. So yeah, definitely that that sounds
Cool.
perfect for my Christmas tree. and
Yay!
and as you said, sometimes it is just about leaving things to work itself out.
Mhm.
Like one of my big mottos in life is do your best and leave the rest.
Mm,
um, because if as long as you don't, a lot of people, something will happen and they're waiting for an answer. They're waiting
mm,
for something. Oh yeah, this is gonna change. And yeah, people go to pray, and a lot of people pray, but
mm.
all work and no pray, kind of wasting your time. you know, do as much as you can.
Hmm.
But then once you've done that, leave it. You've done your best. Just leave the
Yeah.
rest. And with time, time will just sort things out. Just, don't stress about it. Just leave it. Go with the flow.
Yeah, go with the flow, let
You
it
know?
go, and you're right, timing is everything.
Mm,
Sometimes we struggle with life and with anxiety or wanting to control everything, and sometimes it's just a matter of time to find your balance again and to feel peaceful again.
mm.
Sometimes it's very difficult to see it because you're so into the shadow
Things over.
side of life and you're struggling and everything, but most of the time, it's a matter of time,
Mm,
actually. You're very
mm.
right. Yeah.
That's great. Definitely agreeing on a lot of points today. well, time is kind of running out. Like to Before I say thank you anyway, let's well just as a sort of wrap up, what would you like to say to your viewers?
Just a big, big thank you for everything that is happening right now for me. This is kind of the first time where I feel the support and the love from the community, and I'm just super, super grateful. So I just would go with a big thank you to the community and the listeners and the viewers, and a big thank you to you for having me today.
So
Power
much.
Ace
It's such a
Radio.
pleasure for us having you. And yeah, we'll catch up again pretty soon, I'm sure.
Ooh, I would love that.
Until then, so nice meeting you.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Bye.
Bye.